His Excellency Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, the President of the Republic of Indonesia, accompanied today by the Honorable Ministers of Foreign Affairs, the Environment and Marine Affairs and Fisheries. To our host also here in Bali, the Governor of Bali, President of the Governing Council, the Honorable Minister of Environment and Spatial Planning of Serbia, Mr. Oliver Dulic, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Bali has many names, Your Excellency, including the Island of Gods. But for us, in the Environment Programme of the United Nations and for the ministers responsible for this agenda, Bali also stands for success, hospitality and friendship. In fact, it was on this very podium here that you, Your Excellency, a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, stood and were part of giving Bali yet another name in the history of international environmental policy making when you succeeded in bringing the nations of this world together around the Bali Roadmap. As we look forward to the end of this year, the slogan that accompanies us in terms of this Governing Council, One Planet, Our Responsibility, serves as a reminder that particularly the ministers responsible for the environment of the nations and member states of the United Nations must and are bound to exercise leadership and responsibility. If it is not you who are assembled here, where else will the world turn to for that leadership and guidance on how to resolve what are, without doubt, some of the most complex issues we have ever faced in the international community?
The topics covered by the agenda of this Council are not only critical but closely interlinked. The ministerial consultations, we will be discussing international environment governance, the green economy, and biodiversity and ecosystem. This special session will also provide us with the opportunity to express our views on the existing and emerging environmental challenges of this decade and how to better address the increasing environmental challenges as we begin our preparation for the UN Conference on Sustainable Development in Brazil in 2012.
The Montreal Protocol to the Vienna Convention for the Protection of the Ozone Layer is a practical example of how to realize the principle of common but differentiated responsibility to tackle a global threat. Its combination of political will, legal teeth, adequate funding, and private sector collaboration is a powerful mix. Its lessons can be applied to other areas that demand urgent remedies, including climate change.
This meeting has an important value and strategic, and is hoped to be able to answer a number of problems related to environmental damage that is increasingly worrying. This meeting is also very important to renew our commitment to save the planet that we live in together. The slogan of our meeting today that reads out, One Planet, Our Responsibility, reiterates once again the importance of protecting, managing, and preserving the planet Earth